Here's an honest question for you guys. How do you move past one small downfall and not let it ruin your entire day ahead? The way I see it, there are two choices for me. Either I completely dust it off, be a mature person and move on, or be actually petty and dump some dog poop at this person's front door, because that is how frustrated I was by the end of it all. Hi, I'm Aditi, and you're listening to Katbamna Aditi. We talk about anything and everything, past, present, and future, and overthink it all. Yes, we do. So, I just want to start off by saying I'm sorry if you can hear a lot of background noise, because there is construction happening in my area, and it's not going to stop for another month. So, bear with me. I'm sorry. Alright, I want to talk about domino effect because that is exactly what happened. In brief, I'll tell you pehle to what is domino effect, when one thing leads to another, and then sooner or later you understand how big the snowball grows. If you don't know snowball effect, basically it okay, one thing leads to another. That's how I'll just put it. Okay, so it was a fine, productive morning for me when I placed an order on this delivery app. This delivery app is fine. They are great. Usually this fuck all does not happen, but just so happened this time around it did. Now, it was a Monday morning. I placed an order for like a packet of milk and chips. We need that. That's how we usually start off the day. Chai, coffee, whatever. I waited and waited, and then I waited some more. Usually it takes them 8 to 10 minutes, but just so happened that it did not this time around. And when I checked the app, it got delivered to somebody living in the building next door. Now, our buildings just so happen to have a very similar name, and my order got delivered to someone who then goes and accepts this order on my behalf, saying that yes, we know Aditi and she placed this order, and that's that. And they even go ahead and pay this delivery guy the charges for packet of milk and chips, and he accepts it, and then he leaves the premises, and I lost it. Like, usually it does not happen, but this time around, like, I lost it. I don't get angry that quickly, but it was like a bloody Monday morning, and I was like, time is money, especially on a Monday. Like, I'm pumped, I'm excited, but you don't start on the Monday morning with such a loss. Chai ka bhi struggle ho raha hai aajkal. Okay, so I ended up chatting with the customer care, and here's how the conversation went. I sort of like told him off, yaar, your delivery guy, despite knowing my address, delivered it to the wrong building. I tried to, reach out to him, and he says he's already half the way out, and which he was lying, because I could clearly see from my balcony up above that I could see him downstairs. He just did not want to go back and, say to the person that, hey, this is not your packet of milk. Anyways, I told the customer care, what the fuck am I supposed to do if the delivery guy messed up? You know what the customer care told me? He told me, ma'am, please use a decent language if you wish to continue this conversation. I lost it. I fucking lost it. Insert a few bunch of laugh out loud emojis. You do not, first of all, tell an already angry woman to use a decent language, and then what she should and she should not do, and then also give her an ultimatum if she wants to continue this conversation. I literally used laugh out loud emojis, and I told him this. I told him that here's what we will do. I will stop talking to, and I will uninstall the app. I went ahead, I stopped talking, I uninstalled the app, I saved my money. Moral of the story, go buy your own grocery, take that much needed walk you need. We need, by the way, 10,000 steps. I don't know, like do like get yourself the walking app, whatever app is out there that counts your step. Everybody needs it to walk at least 10,000 steps a day. Do it, save some money, get yourself grocery by yourself. But the uninstalling part, okay, uninstalling the app didn't make me move past the downfall, is what happened. Like, the domino effect causes you to notice everything, the small, the big wrongdoings of the day. The devil is in the detail with this one. That missed taxi, that missed U-turn, that 5 rupees extra you had to pay because the taxi wala missed your turn, your U-turn. It just magnifies all the small mistakes that happen throughout the day. It just amplifies it 10 times, 15 times, 100 times. I knew I had to break the pattern and real quick to have a better turnaround, or else my entire day would go to hell. So my positive action to balance this one negative moment out was to work out, distract myself. I went for a walk, and then I did like an hour-long yoga session post that, and like, did it fix it all? Nope, it did not. I just gave it some time, and I occupied myself with more positive things that I wanted to focus on. That's how I had to break the pattern. It helped, but time heals everything. So I came back to my place in Mumbai the other day. I came back home, yeah, as I was visiting my grandma, my nani, who lives in Borivali. So, for those of you who don't understand the distance factor, I'm based out in Dadar, and it legit takes me an hour to reach her place. I don't mind the traveling as long as we are doing it via local train. Like, that's the thing about Mumbai. I love the Mumbai local. They take you so far, and that too under 100 rupees. That's a huge win in my books. And zero traffic on the route, yes, please sign me up. This trip costed me a total of 60 rupees, and then I also did a Uber when I came back. So going from my place to her place took me 60 rupees, and when I Ubered back home, it took me almost 900 rupees. And I was traveling, probably because I was traveling in the peak hour of commute. Okay, yeah. So it just turns out that this year my nani is turning 80. Yes. And she wanted to actually come check out our new place. By the way, we are proud homeowners in this beautiful city of Bombay, Mumbai. So I went to pick her up, stayed there for a night, and booked an Uber for the morning at 7:30 a.m. Now here's a shocking fact about me. In a world full of people who love cars, and they have sort of become a status symbol. The first, you don't forget your first, like buying your first car, falling in love for the first time, first boyfriend, first kiss. You don't like forget your first. So they have sort of become a status symbol. Let's be honest, I hate them. I hate the cars. I hate the way most cars smell, hate the traffic that it causes, hate the way it makes me feel so nauseated, and do not even get me started on the motion sickness. I get motion sickness very quickly. Like, anything moving, I would be the first one to get motion sickness. I might even end up puking out or shitting myself, literally. And that's something will happen. So this all happened in the 1.5 hour Uber drive from Borivali to Dadar. It started with visiting to the washroom first thing in the morning, which I normally would not go because that's not my bowel movement time. Then came the anxiety. Then we were out approximately 1 hour on the highway and got stuck in the traffic. See, I don't have issues with traffic as long as we are moving. It's the part where the car moves for 1 second and then stops for 5, and then moves for 1 second and stops for 5 seconds, and then this repeats and rinses and repeats again for another 20 to 100 times. This stop go made me fart, and yes, not in a good way. Okay, we all know that. No, don't deny this. We know a good fart, and we also know a poopy fart. See, a good fart is the one where that releases that pressure in your stomach that's been bugging you for a while, and it was much needed release, and you feel good, right? And then the second kind of fart is the one that indicates, hey, you gotta go, buddy. There's a washroom right there. You really gotta go. There I sat in the car with all of that, stop and go traffic, and I had the sudden fucking urge, like an urgent urge to go. The capital Geo go. Do you know this fictional character from Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma? So there's this TV show on Sub. Um, there's this character called Champak Lal. He is the dad of Jethalal. Yeah, that was me. If you don't understand the reference, you probably might want to check out some of his Lou clips on YouTube. That was me. That was me. That you cannot control, and that you wanna just, oh my god, it might come out. You gotta go. You gotta go. I told my Uber driver, Bhaiya, please pull over or this shit is going to go south real quick. No pun intended here. I ended up, you guys, that was probably one of my worst nightmare alive. I ended up on a small clean toilet. Thank fucking God, miracles happen and I believe in them. I ended up on a small clean toilet on the other side of the road at a showroom full of motorbikes in the middle of fucking Goregaon ka traffic. I lived through my nightmare. Like, what? Like, I was like, what will happen in hour and a half of a drive? Like, itna kuch ho gaya. Like, the best thing about all of this, all of it all, there were so many dogs outside the showroom, and they were friendly. And they wanted to play with me, and then as I was there, they kept on jumping on me with so much love and adoration. Like, I wanted to cry there, like, just for this kindness, because in a way, animals can sense and smell your anxiety, and hence why people even keep these service dogs. But that was just the fucking highlight of my day. Like, I was so, like, freaked out, and that too with the stop go traffic. Like, I was like, I'm gonna die here. Like, I cannot. The anxiety was so bad for me. But I just, that if I could jump back to a moment, that would be the highlight of the day for me. That they were so fucking friendly. I just wanted to grab them and take them home, because it just made me cry with so much love. Yeah, I might end up having a service dog for myself. I don't know, who knows. Anyways, all right, that was my tiny little story. Okay, what is happening recently? Kuch trending, kuch, oh my god, no, stop, wait, we gotta talk about this for a minute. I won't take a lot of your time. Before you guys come and bitch slap me, The Last of Us is out on Hotstar, and I have absolutely no idea, no clue what is this show about, who the actors are, why are they such a big fuss, why the show is even like being talked so much. My brother, actually, when the first episode got launched, my brother told me, you gotta come check the show out. And usually I don't take his recommendation, because his choices and my choices are pretty different in books, in life, in work, whatever, everything. And so when he told me about the show, I took it lightly. I was like, nah, I'll pass. And then he watched the first episode, and that's that. He pitched me the idea that this was a game and now it's turned into a TV show. I was like, okay, cool, like, good for you. And then I moved on, and the next day I heard my entire booktube community talking about this TV show. I was like, wait, hold up, is this the same show that my brother was talking about? And yes, it was. Turns out it was. That's all it took. The booktube community is all it took for me to be sold. That and the theme of it being post-apocalyptic world, a dystopian world. I'm sold. We are very close to it. Like, give me any series where, the world is destroyed. We are at the end of the world. Some disease has taken over, and like, what happens after that? I want to see what happens. How does the life sustain after that? What is up? And 2 episodes in, I have mixed feelings. I genuinely have mixed feelings about it. The jury's out. I'm gonna keep watching. It's a HBO original and it's on Disney Plus Hotstar. They keep coming out with such incredible shows. I'm currently binge watching The White Lotus, second or third time almost. Like, I've seen it before. Like, I am a legit fan. If you've not seen the show, please go. This was in my pehle to this was my favorite of the year, The White Lotus. Just the cinematography is so unreal, and they go on vacation and then there's a murder, and then we try to find out who murdered who, and it's just so fucking beautiful. And then first season was in a different country, second was in a different country. I wish they could, this third season they should come to either Goa or Kerala, or like some exotic like Sri Lanka, like somewhere close by. Like, they should do it. They should do one in like India, Asia. Like, I would be so down for it. And the last was, they were in Italy, and it was bloody brilliant. Alright, you guys, it's the end of January. I hope you guys are achieving things, doing things, little, small, big. We all dance it off for all of these achievements. Here's something interesting. I actually recently was talking to somebody about this concept called energy exchange, and I thought this would be a great segment for my show. Yes. So here's something I've realized quite later on in my life. Every time you come across someone, there is this energy exchange between you and them. It is so important to, keep your circle small and to understand who you should let inside your circle. Like, who should you allow to be inside your circle, because like, you do not mess with these energies. Like, some energies are great, they uplift you, they take you out. You want people around you who would call your name out in room full of opportunities. And then there are some energies that completely derail and drain you for good. I've come across these energy vultures where you try to keep up with them. They constantly, and you have to like constantly provide word of kindness, motivation, upliftment, but they keep going back and keep doing. Sometimes I feel my English hi bol nahi pa rahi hu. They would go back, they would do the same mistakes, and then they would come back crying to you that, hey Aditi, this does not work out, this is not working out, this person did this to me again. And then I have to keep telling them not to hang out with so and so person, and they would do the same again and again. These people are energy vultures. You got to stay the fuck away from them. You, like, at a certain point, you self-respect hai ki nahi? Like, genuinely, truly, I rather have 2 friends than have 20 friends. That's how I'll pretty much put it. Like, 2 friends are equivalent or worth the 15-20 fake ones that you have. What I have realized is, we've all been there, and the minute you realize this is the minute you start healing. Like, these energy vultures are real, and you got to like understand, pick and point, this and this person are not good for my mental health, for my emotional health. Pick and point. You need to realize, and that too you need to realize this by yourself. Like, no one can truly make you understand this and how negatively a person can impact your energy. Like, I could not tell, definitely you have 5 friends, I could not pinpoint out that, hey, she's bad and he's good, and she's bad and whatever. You got to understand this by your own self, how much you can take. So this realization is sort of similar sort of realization that जो खुद से अंदर से आता है कि यार आई वॉन्ट टू लूज वेट, आई वॉन्ट क्लियर स्किन, आई वॉन्ट शाइनी हेयर, बट won't truly do anything about it. Like, this change needs to come from within. You got to realize this by yourself. No amount of begging and pleading by other people or your parents to get up, don't be lazy, go work out, go meet friends. No consolation. कुछ नहीं होगा. Nothing will happen. This feeling needs to come from within, and that's that. Yeah, here are a few takeaways I have learned quickly, which honestly has worked for me and is sort of life changing. Okay, are you guys ready? Okay, number 1, set boundaries and limit your time with them. Someone is visiting your house, set a boundary. Ask them if they can. If you can't say no, then of course you got to meet this person, but at least set a boundary. Ask them if they can meet for lunch outside instead of your home. So if someone is visiting you, ask them how long will they be in town. Especially like if you're Indian, I don't know about people who come from different ethnic background, but usually someone will crash at your place for a week or two. And if you don't want that to happen, be sure to ask about the dates. Let them know that you can only host for 3 or 4 days. Set strong boundaries from the beginning. Mental health and space is more important to us at this point. So just ask, set boundaries, ask. This is what you could do for them. If they are like, I want to stay for 2 weeks, then you'll be like, I can host for 3 days, and that's that. Set stronger boundaries. Then be aware of your triggers, because it's very important. Like certain place, certain things, foods, certain words spoken, like weight, pregnancy, marriage, age, being single, being separated. Be aware about such questions and do not let it affect you when these questions are thrown at you. Like, we all have those nosy neighbors and relatives who want to, keep up with it all. Yeah. Just beware about the triggers, have your answers ready, and maybe set boundaries and don't visit them for that longer period of time. Yeah, or don't go there at all. Lastly, trust your gut feeling, because your gut knows what is right. If you at any point feel like the situation is not healthy, you do not feel safe, or you feel that unease, get up, get the fuck out of there. Do not apologize, do not say anything. Get up and get the fuck out of there. Pay real close attention to how you feel post engaging with these people. Like, what kind of feelings do these people arise inside you? Do you feel energized, or do you feel drained after talking to these people? Trust your gut instincts. Your gut is never fucking wrong. Never wrong about this. Trust it. It will take you to good places. Yeah. That's about it, you guys, for this episode. I want to try to keep it shorter and not drag it out too long. That's pretty much it. This is Aditi, and you're listening to Katbamna Aditi. I hope you tune in into next episode. Until next time, everyone. Bye.